to Atlanta, Georgia, and the Georgia Dome on this first day of December. Seems almost placid, doesn't it? It's a beautiful day, but a little bit noisier inside that building. As we welcome you to the SEC Championship Game on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper. Let's take a look at what's at stake. Here's the BCS Top 10. Notre Dame will play in Miami for the title. And for the first time, there's no vote necessary. This has become a de facto semifinal game as either Alabama or Georgia will advance to take on the Fighting Irish. Good afternoon, everybody. Vern Lundquist along with Gary Danielson. Were these two teams to look in the mirror, they'd probably see each other. Whether it's style of play, season record, so many similarities.
They really are. They're built on toughness, they're built on defense, and they're built behind quarterbacks, but they like to run the ball. Look at this stat. The two tandems of the running backs kind of typifies how close these teams are built in similarities. Look at that. The two from Alabama, the two from Georgia, almost the exact same stats.
Nevertheless, Gary, there are contrasts.
There really are. When you look at this Alabama football team, you have to start with the offensive line. They've got really 3 All-Americans. 4 guys are going to be drafted high in the draft, and the Georgia offensive line must step up. They have some question marks. They've been playing better lately, but they have to come through on the offensive line.
Well, if Georgia's to win and they're a slight underdog, what segment of their team needs to really play well?
I think you know this. Alabama likes to run the ball. That means Georgia and those great defensive linemen and linebackers must stop the run first, because if they do, that means their All-American Jarvis Jones can get involved in this football game. Todd Grantham, their defensive coordinator, will line him up all over the field. They will keep Alabama guessing where he's going to come from. If Georgia's going to win, I think he's going to have one of those games where he causes a couple of turnovers late in the game. If they run it, he might not get involved.
You know, you and I have the privilege of getting to do this every Saturday afternoon for 3 months. And almost inevitably, we wind up talking about quarterbacks. Well, let's do it again.
You can't hide if you're a quarterback, especially if you want to be a champion quarterback. These two guys, A.J. McCarron, Aaron Murray, they know each other. They know and respect what each other has to do. A.J. McCarron's coming off a national championship. Aaron Murray, he had a couple nightmares, a few ghosts, but he's coming on hot later in the year. But you know, Vern, when you watch Aaron Murray right there and the whole Georgia football team, I don't think it's going to be the extraordinary plays. Just the ordinary plays might be good enough.
Sellout crowd of 72,000 gathering here as Alabama comes in as the defending national champions. The Georgia Bulldogs won national title. That was 32 years ago. You might say this is the most important game that the Bulldogs have played since then. First on the field, led by their head coach, Nick Saban, now in his 6th season in Tuscaloosa. Here come the Crimson Tide. Next on the field, led by Mark Richt in his 12th season in Athens, the Georgia Bulldogs. Let's go down live to Tracy Wolfson, who's with Nick Saban.
Thanks so much, Coach. You said the biggest challenge for your team would be handling the emotions and the enormity of this game. How did you prepare them for this moment?
Well, they got to have the discipline to execute the plan, but we also got to play with a relentless competitive attitude for 60 minutes in the game. To be like 2 heavyweight fighters for 15 rounds, and whoever can do that the best is going to have the best chance to be successful.
Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Vern?
Vern, I was at both walkthroughs yesterday. I could summarize it this way. Alabama was extremely focused. Georgia was very loose and confident. I think it works for both teams.
And now let's go back live to Tracy Wolfson, who is with Mark Richt.
Thanks so much, Vern. You mentioned A.J. McCarron, and Coach, all week the question is how will A.J. and how will Aaron Murray perform against this tough defense? How can he be successful today?
Well, he needs some help from his teammates, of course. Blocking helps. You know, guys running the ball well, guys making catches for him and all that, but he's just got to get us in the right plays and do what he does on a daily basis.
Thanks a lot. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Vern?
Tracy, thank you. We timed you in 5.35 for the 40-yard dash. Georgia won the toss. They have deferred, and so Alabama will receive the opening kickoff as these two teams meet for the first time since 2008. A little more at stake this time.
And isn't it nice that there's going to be no opinions that matter, just on the field between the white lines? Football the way it should be.
Alabama leads the all-time series. They first met in 1895. Alabama won that last meeting. 1942, the last time the two teams met here, and think about this. At that point, Georgia was number 2 in the AP poll. Alabama was number 3. That was only 70 years ago.
That's a while.
Yeah. Marshall Morgan will kick off, number 13. Cyrus Jones, D. Milner are deep. The game is underway. Cyrus Jones at the goal line. A.J. McCarron, wonderful season as he comes in to his 26th start. Only 2 defeats with 23 wins. And the leader for the second year in a row with a national championship in his pocket.
And as much as Nick Saban likes to shuffle other players on this football team, he does not switch up his quarterback. 3 straight quarterbacks, he's stuck with these guys. At least 20 consecutive starts. John Parker Wilson, Greg McElroy, and now A.J.
Eddie Lacy is the running back. Here's McCarron to throw on first down. Looks like he wants a screen. He gets it. Eddie Lacy breaks the first tackle, that patented spin move. And let's present you with the Dr. Pepper starting lineups. Great offensive line: Quanjo, Warmack, Jones, Steen, and Fluker. And they are joined by Amari Cooper, Michael Williams, the tight end, Lacy, Kevin Norwood, and Christian Jones, who gets the start. Kenny Bell, number 7, the speediest of the wide receivers, broke a leg last week, out for the year. Second down and 9. See if Georgia brings 4. Yes, they do. Jarvis Jones was coming. The pass complete. Christian Jones. Tackled by Bakari Rambo. Gain of 22.
Well, in the slot, Christian Jones has taken the place of Kenny Bell. And look at the perfect throw and the big run and catch afterwards. Both staffs knew the other team would go a little bit up-tempo. Georgia's not surprised.
Alabama goes up-tempo. Eddie Lacy with the carry. No, it's interesting, don't you think, that they gave a little sense of that last week?
They did. They kind of went a little dress rehearsal last week against Auburn. Hard to say that, playing against Auburn in dress rehearsal, but it really was.
Second down, 7, gain of 3.
They've already flopped Jarvis Jones to the other side over here. You're going to continue to move him around, so when Alabama breaks the huddle, they're not sure where to help on Jarvis Jones.
Amari Cooper, bottom of the screen, matched up with Sanders Cummings, number 19. McCarron throws it away at the feet of Eddie Lacy. Let's introduce you now to this Bulldog defense. Garrison Smith, John Jenkins, Washington. The linebackers: Jordan Jenkins, Mike Gilliard, Alex Ogletree, and Jarvis Jones. And the secondary: Cummings, Williams, Rambo. He's the defensive player of the week based on last week's win against Georgia Tech. 3rd and 7.
And Jarvis Jones is in the middle. That's the 3rd different spot we've seen him in already.
This time Cooper's top of the screen, matched up against number 1, Brandon Smith. Underneath, tipped. It was intended for Norwood. It's knocked away by Sanders, coming 19. And Alabama will punt.
Well, the Georgia defense played excellent defense. One play, a slant play, was the only play that Alabama had any success on.
Here's Cody Mandel on to punt. First punt of the game. And Rhett McGowan, number 27, is back to return it. They've tried a variety of punt returners throughout the 12 games played thus far. Mandel. It bounces, touchback.
Good disguise by Mandel. He confused the gunner for Alabama and allowed that ball to go out for a touchback.
Georgia gets the ball. Nick Saban's team goes on defense. Aaron Murray is a junior quarterback at the University of Georgia, leads the country in pass efficiency. Now, you need a calculus degree to explain how they get to that point, but he's had a good season, especially lately.
He's a gym rat. Mark Richt loves the amount of time he's put in there to get ready for this football game.
And the Dr. Pepper starting lineups: Gates, Lee, Andrews, Burnett. John Theus is a true freshman. We'll keep our eye on him. Malcolm Mitchell, Lynch, the tight end. Xander Ogletree, the fullback. Gurley and Tavares King complete the Georgia offense. 11-1 for the season. The one loss, a thrashing really back in October at the hands of South Carolina. And Murray did not play well in that game. Had some problems in the most significant win they had this year. That was against Florida, but Murray threw 3 interceptions in the first half of that one. Has not thrown an interception since. And he's going to take off and pick up 3.5. Ed Stinson made the first contact.
What Mark Richt is asking Aaron Murray to do is choose 1, 2. If it's not there, get up and get us out of a bad play. Either throw it away and try to get us 2 or 3 yards.
Straight up the middle, Todd Gurley. And let's introduce you to the Alabama defense. Stinson, Jesse Williams, the nose guard. We'll keep our eye closely on him. Square, Hubbard, DePriest, Johnson, and Xavier Dixon, the linebackers. The secondary, Blue, Lester, Clinton Dix, and Milner. Alabama sends 3, drops a bunch. Deep. Got him! Tavares King with the grab as they go deep right side.
This was a great back shoulder throw. It happens out here. A bust by Dion Blue, number 13. Does not find the football. It's in the air. He's got his shoulders going the wrong way. When he turns around, he's too late to get there. And Tavares King makes a big catch in the SEC Championship.
That's a gain of 34 and a first down 10. Murray looks for the screen, fires it left, no screen, just a little underneath pass. C.J. Mosley, the outstanding linebacker who is a particularly effective defender of the pass, made the tackle.
Yeah, Mosley plays more against the pad, and actually it was a screen. David Andrews was out there to play the screen, and Mosley just read it too fast.
There's Mosley. 3 interceptions in his career for touchdowns, ties an all-time record for the Crimson Tide.
You know who's been quiet? Jesse Williams.
Yeah.
That means David Andrews and Chris Burnett and Dallas Leader are doing a good job inside.
Left side they go. Gurley back on the in the backfield. And the tackle made by D. Milner.
Well, he's not a great pass rusher. He's more of a run stopper. On second down, they just kind of live what he can do with on the pass rush. On third down, he's not in the game.
Third down 10. 4 wides.
And they've already converted a 3rd and 12 and a 3rd and 11 in this game.
Stunts defensively. Murray goes deep. Conley, contact? No. Well, there was contact. There's no flag.
Geno Smith did a good job. He turned around and looked at the official. saying, did he see my arm? Did I do too much? You could see the left arm, but I think that's a good no call. You know, and I think the Georgia team has looked at Aaron Murray and say, they got their guy, we got our guy, let's play.
That's the end of the first. We're scoreless in the Georgia Dome. Berth in the National Championship Game is on the line. We'll return after this message and a word from your local station. We welcome you back inside the Georgia Dome for the beginning of the second quarter. After the first scoreless first quarter in SEC Championship Game history, this game initiated in 1992 in Birmingham. Played a couple of seasons there under the leadership of former Commissioner Roy F. Kramer, who, with his wife Sarah Jo, is in attendance at this game. Fake! How about that? How about that? It was Lynch to Cummings.
What a play. They spread everybody out all over the field, but they had a guy eligible inside that Alabama didn't realize. Cummings right here is where the ball goes through. Arthur Lynch makes the perfect throw. A little bit late is Robert Lester. So both sides have dialed up a fake punt. One a little too late, and one very smartly drawn up. You know, Alabama was in a defense stage. They were playing safe, but it was the formation that confused them.
Arthur Lynch to Sanders Cummings. Keith Marshall is the running back. Nothing. Well, one.
Well, Jesse Williams stuffed up that play. We talked, you know, when I looked at this football game, I really believe that the nose tackles, Jesse Williams for Alabama, John Jenkins and Kwame Gaithers, needed to stop that run inside, or that's all they get. This time, he's lined up on David Andrews. Last play, he made the play.
High formation. Murray got a man open. It's Jay Rome, and we have the first score of the SEC Championship.
Who plays basketball, he probably is getting a text from Mark Fox right now.
Right. 19 yards, Morgan for the extra point.
Yes, baby. It was a great read, Vern, by Aaron Murray, because Alabama was trying to disguise two safeties, but right before the snap, Robert Lester comes up to be the 8th man in the box. Murray keeps his eyes open. He sees it. He knows he's got the tight end. He throws it away, and this time, compared to 2011, Georgia's not dropping those touchdown pass.
Murray on target. And the Georgia Bulldogs, on a 13-play drive that took 87 yards, now lead 7-0. Murray has had a terrific first quarter in a minute in this championship game, and he's now passed Peyton Manning.
It's always good to pass Peyton Manning. That can't be bad.
Gary and I were in a van with Archie the other night, and Nancy and I live in Colorado, as you know, and Archie leaned up and he said, listen, my middle son really likes his new home. And I said, your middle son? I forgot.
It'd be Peyton.
Yep. Peyton and Eli. And, of course, Peyton playing for the Broncos. And playing quite well, don't you think?
Yep.
Here's the kickoff. That's Cyrus Jones. And Alabama's got the ball. Did you expect...
Sure.
Two fake punts?
Well, no,
okay.
That's a good point. I admit, but both coaches, I think, respect the other team's defenses. They know every possession counts so much. They know the yards are going to be hard to come by. I mean, these are solid, tough defenses. Right. It's kind of the story of 2012. It's been the big defensive teams. You know, Notre Dame has got there with a good, solid defense, too. And in this league, defense has ruled.
Eddie Lacy is the running back now. McCarron goes deep. Amari Cooper got it!
My. It's not like Bakari Rambo didn't see it coming. Georgia wasn't fooled. He was standing back there, jumped up for the ball, but one great athlete out-jumped another good athlete.
Let's hand it off again, this time not so successful.
It's a big drive for Alabama. They know, looking at the clock, 2:30 to go in the first half. Georgia gets the ball to start the second half. You know, they got to get a couple first downs. They've already done that. They couldn't give Aaron Murray the ball to end this half and then start this next half.
Second down 10. Cooper wide to the left. Norwood in the slot, up on the line now. Eddie Lacy is the running back. McCarron hands it to Lacy, who comes right, gets a great block, and it's a foot race. Lacy, touchdown, no flags.
Vern, we talked about it. You gotta run at the good pass rushers. And Doug Nussmeier or Nick Saban or whoever it is said, let's run at these guys. And that time, the offensive line and those big tight ends ran right at Jarvis Jones.
Jeremy Shelley perfect this year. He's not missed a kick, field goal or extra point. And we're tied at 7.
Alabama shifts, brings over an H-back and a tight end. There's Jarvis Jones, number 29. We're going to run right at him. They double team him, push him out, run right inside of him. And it's a foot race to the end zone. You could almost see that coming. A guy gives you problems in the pass rush, run right at him.
Lacy, 41 yards, extra point successful. Alabama has tied Georgia. Kate Foster will kick off, number 43 for the Crimson Tide. Malcolm Mitchell is the deep man for Georgia. Touchback. First down and 10.
Vern, here's that formation again where they like to run the bubble screen. It's 2 plays on. Murray can hand it or run the bubble screen.
You've done your homework. Malcolm Mitchell out near the 40.
It's just a numbers game. Murray has the option either to hand it off, this time to Keith Marshall, if he likes his numbers to the outside, and good blocks. Conley got a great block out there to make a good first down play.
Looks deep. Oh, he's got a man open. It's intercepted instead. The throw was short. This is Clinton Dix.
Well, Vern, Aaron Murray took a shot, and I knew that if he was going to play quarterback against Alabama, he was going to have a courageous game. There's Clinton Dix right there. Let's see who gets the hit on him. Comes from inside just as he lets it go. The ball was underthrown. And I think Murray got the hit after he threw the ball. Coming down,
Oh my gosh.
And that's almost unnecessary roughness by Quentin Dial.
Quentin Dial, there is not a flag.
That should have been a flag. That was unnecessary roughness. It was a hit to the head, and it was missed. Stunts.
McCarron takes off. And gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 14 seconds to go.
See, I think the lack of a timeout there, I understand. They try to save all your timeouts because you get a first down, the chains move. You want to use the timeout after the first down. College football has that. But I think it cost them about 8 seconds.
Actually, 14.
14 seconds.
14.
Okay, I think it cost them about 14 seconds.
I'm only here to help. 2nd and 1.
That's a lot of time. Double the time would be left right now.
McCarron will rumble again. Look at that move to the left. 5 seconds to go.
Use your timeout now. But see right now, and actually Nick is mad. He's mad at himself. I can see him on the sidelines. He thinks I should have 20 seconds. He's got his hands on his head. AJ makes a good scramble. He knows he made a tactical error.
Yep.
Still might get a touchdown out of it, but he's only got one chance.
And Jeremy Shelley is on. You see his stats for the year.
And look at this. Alabama goes into halftime with 2 timeouts.
And it cost him 14 seconds by not taking the timeout.
They would have 2 more plays had they taken the timeout.
McCarron will hold. Carson Tinker is the snapper. Kick is good. And Alabama leads at the half by 3. Tracy is with Georgia coach Mark Richt.
Coach, Aaron Murray took a big hit there. Can you tell us how he's doing?
I think he's fine.
Are you concerned at all about his availability in the second half?
No, he'll be fine. He's good.
Obviously not the way you wanted to go in the half with those 2 scores. So how do you regroup, and especially after what happened last year in the second half?
We just got to play hard. We just got to keep playing well. I think we're playing pretty good overall. You know, that pick at the end hurt us, of course. You know, we got gapped out on one play. They took it to the house. They're a good football team.
Thanks a lot. Vern?
All right, Tracy, thank you. End of the first half, the score, 10-7 Alabama, back with a Dr. Pepper tuition giveaway after this message from your local station. As we get set for the start of the 3rd quarter, moments ago, Tracy Wolfson with Nick Saban.
Coach, some clock issues down the stretch there. Why didn't you use your timeouts in those last 30 seconds?
We should have. You know, we substituted so they held the ball. I thought we'd be able to quick snap it. We should have used the timeout. That's my fault.
A lot on the line, though, in these next 30 minutes. What will be key for your team to come away with victory?
Well, I think we got to have balance on offense. You know, we can't turn the ball over anymore. We can't give them field position. We got to do a little bit better job on defense. We've given up a couple big plays, and you know, turnovers are going to be critical in the game. So, you know, and whoever can run the ball probably going to have the best chance to win, because that's what's going to create the balance.
Thanks a lot. Vern?
All right, Tracy. As we get set for the 3rd quarter, Cade Foster will kick off. Malcolm Mitchell is the deep man. (10-7) Alabama. Not much doubt about that one. You know, Gary, when Murray hit Jay Rome for the first touchdown of the game, it appeared as if Georgia had Alabama a little bit on the ropes. Not out of it, but backing up.
And then there was a punt return to the 49-yard line in Alabama territory. Alabama got a 3-and-out, and from then on, it was all Alabama. And I'll tell you what Georgia's up against here in the second half. There's an unbelievable stat for Alabama. Since 2008, when Alabama rushes for more than 150 yards, and they're at 152 now, they're 48-0. So Georgia is going to have to buck a trend that hasn't happened in 5 years against Alabama.
Murray took that late hit, but he is back at quarterback. Mark Richt telling Tracy he'll be just fine, and Todd Gurley gets the first carry of the 3rd quarter. We look at first half trends.
Well, both quarterbacks, and I do want to make the point about Aaron Murray and A.J. McCarron. They're playing against good defenses. You're not going to just have a bunch of easy stats against these guys. Lacy, the big stat, obviously.
Run right.
Just to go back one more time to that hit. Yes, it would not have given Alabama the football. However, now you have to watch Murray the rest of this football game. That Mark Richt says he's fine, but that's a big hit, and that can daze you a bit. Remember, Georgia, Hunter Mason is their backup quarterback. They haven't played on one snap all year because they're trying to redshirt him. Mark Richt said if he had to win the game, they would go to Hunter Mason and blow his red shirt.
Third down 1. Opening series, third quarter. Play action. Murray fires it left side. Got it! Tavares King trying to break the tackle of Dion Blue.
Well, Mark Richt is right. When you got a quarterback that can make a throw like this, here's the back shoulder throw. Dion Blue cannot stop that. As Nick Saban likes to say, there's no such thing as a shutdown quarterback. A good throw can beat anybody, and that was a perfect throw by Murray.
On first down 10, it's Gurley coming right. Bangs his way close to the first down at the 25.
Adrian Hubbard had a shot at him, could not make the tackle.
Second down 1. Let's go left side this time. First down Georgia. Gurley with the carry. Tackle made by Robert Lester, number 37. First down 10. Play action again. Murray into the corner. Leaping drive. Nice defensive job.
Absolutely. Malcolm Mitchell is one of the great athletes in this league. Remember, he started out the season for Georgia helping on defense, but he's going up against the best cover corner for Alabama. D. Milner does it perfectly, turns around, finds the ball, and goes up to the top and makes the defensive play.
Second down 10. Gurley.
It was a great cut by Gurley.
Was it ever? First and goal, Georgia.
And why not run the ball right where Jesse Williams and Brandon Ivory had to leave the game? Mike Bobo says, let's try to run it right where the backups are. And he does, but Gurley kept his eyes open and ran that beautifully.
And Gurley gets the give on first and goal, perhaps a yard, after that 18-yard pickup on the previous play. Second and goal.
It's a great answer for Georgia coming out of halftime. That throw by Aaron Murray was the best throw of the football game.
Murray now 11 of 20. He'll feed Gurley again. He fights for the touchdown. He got it.
Wow. Wow. You talk about some effort. Gurley was not going to be stopped on that one. First of all, he hit it full speed, took out Trey DePriest, and then just kept going. I don't know if his knee was down. They'll probably review that to see if his knee went down before he got across the line.
Marshall Morgan. This has not been an exact science for Marshall Morgan this year. He has missed 4 extra points, but not this one. Well, the star of the drive, Todd Gurley, the freshman running back.
Well, this one was his impressive running inside Canarius Gates, cutting and weaving and getting down inside the 5 or 6 yard line. And then he finished it off. He was accelerating as he crossed and got into that linebacker stand for Alabama.
Georgia by 4.
I'm a girly girl. That's a good sign.
Jamie Lindley will kick off. And it heads left. Touchback. Eddie Lacy is the running back. Lacy breaks through. Huge run on first down.
Well, Tracy only got to talk to Nick Saban after the half, but I think both coaches are thinking the same way. The team that can run the ball in the second half is going to win the football game. You can see both teams want to run the ball between the tackles. They don't think they can handle the pass rush or the blitzing from Alabama, giving them problems. Both teams want to play physical between the tackle football.
McCarron. Lacy. 14-10 Georgia, 9:21 to go. Clock running, third quarter. The current BCS standings, Notre Dame is in the championship game, the BCS championship game in Miami. We have here in the Georgia Dome a de facto semifinal, Alabama and Georgia. Winner of this one will meet the Irish for the national title. No polls necessary.
You mean I don't have to have everybody mad at me by projecting who should be in it like the last 5 years?
You are a man of conviction, though. Here's the screen right side. And Amari Cooper breaks a couple of tackles. And boy, does he get popped.
Yeah, I think it was Sean Williams, but cleaned it up. But another successful play. It looked like this one was defended. Kevin Norwood misses his block, but Cooper makes Cummings miss, and then it's cleaned up. The two safeties, Bakari Rando and Sean Williams, end up isolating it. Is this 4-down territory for Alabama?
Barrett Jones leads the offensive line up over the ball. 3rd and 2. Bama trailing by 4. They'll run it. They'll get the first down inside the 35. It's Lacy again.
Well, if you got 2 or 3 All-Americans at offensive line, you got to use them. And right now, Alabama's using them.
Lacy's going to get a rest. TJ Yeldon is on from left to right. That offensive line, Quanjo, Warmack, Jones, Steen, Fluker, and then the tight end Michael Williams also out there, and Kelly Johnson, number 31, is just off the line, top of the screen. Play action, McCarron fires it, tipped and incomplete, intended for Yeldon. Anybody remember LSU and Alabama? But that one was dangerous, huh?
Yes. Well, it was a first down pass. Alabama tries a changeup, but like we talked about in the open of this game, can Georgia stop Alabama from running so they can turn loose Jarvis Jones and Jordan Jenkins and put some pressure on A.J. McCarron? Let's see what happens on this down.
3 wide to the left again, 2nd down.
It is on balance. Michael Williams is not eligible.
They'll run it. Yeldon. Another 3rd and long. Coming up now for the Crimson Tide.
Jarvis Jones had that big play early in the football game. Since then, though, he's been run at and he's been chasing down runs. Has not been able to make the big impact, but here's 3rd and 8. Can he do it now?
Cooper, top of the screen, number 9. McCarron. Oh, through the hands of Amari Cooper. Nice defensive job by Brandon Smith.
They threw the flag, though, and the Georgia bench is upset. They're saying the ball was tipped. Was the ball tipped? That will eliminate the pass interference.
I think Tom Ritter's indicating that is what happened.
There is no foul for pass interference. The ball was tipped. 4th down.
Let's see if we can see it. Who gets their hand on it? Boy, I don't know about that.
I think Cornelius Washington, if indeed it was tipped, was number 83.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it was just not a good spiral, and they thought it was tipped. I don't think that ball is tipped.
Here's the long-distance place kicker, Cade Foster. He's hit 2 in excess of 52. This one from 49. Foster, it's blocked. Picked up on the run. It's Alex Ogletree all the way for the Georgia touchdown. And Cornelius Washington blocked it. That one we know for sure.
That's for sure. Well, Vern, you said it. We don't know if he got the last one, but we're sure he got this one. That's the third special team play that's gone against Alabama. Remember the fake punt that they got to lay a game? The fake punt Georgia hit for the first down, and now the blocked field goal for a touchdown. Let me see if I can find Cornelius Washington for you so you can get your eyes on him. I think he's right here. He gets inside Michael Williams, puts up his left hand and makes the play. Michael Williams was the weak spot, and he came right through the gap to make the play. He didn't even jump.
Ogletree looks like a sprinter, doesn't he?
He was a safety when he came to Georgia, and Mark Richt's right behind him.
The usually placid head coach of Georgia. Special teams touchdown. Marshall Morgan will kick off. 2 men deep for Alabama. Jarvis Jones, D. Milner. This will be Jones at the 5. Out to the 23-yard line. First down and 10. Georgia by 11. 21-10. 6:25 to go. Third quarter. Yeldon is the running back. Right side. To the 43.
DJ Fluker, one of the emotional leaders of Alabama's football team, is very upset on the field. He can feel this football game at 21-10 right now. Will Alabama stay patient? Will they continue to run the ball? What will they do?
Second down, 5. That's Michael Williams. They give it to Yeldon. He's got it. Wow! All the way to the 26. Before he's stopped by Bakari Ramble, a gain of 32.
Sometimes, like Sean Williams going off on Georgia, DJ Fluker had to go off on his lineman. Barrett Jones got a great block inside on Kwame Gathers, ran right up behind Barrett Jones, the All-American. And TJ, who gets a little bit, I think, an unfair record here of 2 fumbles. One of those fumbles was not his. He's had 1 fumble against Texas A&M.
Yeldon. Whoa, what a run. Touchdown, Alabama. And Barrett Jones got the key block.
He did. They're going to go for 2 here. Trying to get it from 21-16, 20. Boy, this is a dangerous one right now, because if Georgia kicks a field goal, it'll be an 8-point lead. It's awful early to be chasing a point, in my opinion. Pull within 4. That way, if Georgia kicks a field goal, you're only down by 7.
Well, Nick Saban has made the decision. He's got Cooper, Christian Jones, left side. Yeldon is the running back. The try for 2, Norwood, top of the screen, number 83. Yeldon, up the middle, across the goal line. 2-point try is good. Well, with Eddie Lacy on the bench, Barrett
Jones, DJ Fluker, Anthony Steed, Chance Warmack, and Cyrus Quanjo. That offensive line took over. A freshman running back for Georgia, a freshman running back for Alabama. Barrett Jones is kind of finessing Kwame Gathers there. He let him block himself, basically. And Yeldon pushes Alabama within 3.
Not a bad ball game.
Sure is.
21-18, Georgia. Alabama just scored and went for 2, and a couple of pretty decent players on the bench.
Well, Mark Ingram, could he replace Eddie Lacy? And Kenny Bell's injured. They could put in Julio Jones for Kenny Bell.
Indeed. Here's Cade Foster. Malcolm Mitchell. It'll go over his head.
Georgia always a highly penalized team in the past. The 2 penalties on that drive, the one on the kickoff and then the one in the pass interference. Last time Christian Robinson bailed out Georgia with the tip ball. That time, no bailout.
Well, they came into this game, Georgia did, with 82 penalties. In contrast, Alabama with 49. And the total is 7-1 in this ball game.
And Georgia continues now to run the ball right at the spot that Jesse Williams left. Without Brandon Ivory, no Jesse Williams. You've got a 3rd guy in there. I think it's Damian Square is playing nose tackle right now, and they are running right up the middle.
And we're alerted that Brandon Ivory is going to try and give it a go. Yep, with the bad ankle. Here's
nice play. C.J.
Mosley. Well, let's get an update on Jesse Williams. Here's Trace.
Well, guys, it looks like we reported earlier they're going to try and get him back in. That's what it looks like right now. They took him into the locker room, put a brace on him. He's been stretching it, and the athletic trainers are asking him, can you squat? Do you feel movement in that knee when you squat? That is the key. He's right now at the line, and we might see him by the end of this game, guys.
Thank you, Trace. 3rd down, 4. 4 wides, 2 on either side. Murray. Conley knocked away by Geno Smith, getting extensive playing time today.
Yeah, that's been the changeup. They've taken the safeties off the slot. No Vinny Sunseri there. They're playing a corner. And Geno Smith comes through and makes the play.
I'm thinking back to our conversation about Thanksgiving when we were in Tuscaloosa. And Nick Saban was talking about Geno Smith. He said he's one of the greatest video game players ever. If he could play quarterback like he can maneuver video games, we'll have a great player.
Well, that was a good one.
Yes. Colin Barber on to punt.
Nice punt.
Christian Jones. Fair catch.
Well, the question is just this thing we talked about in the open. Can the Georgia defensive line and inside linebackers stop the run of Alabama? Alabama has rushed the ball for 152 yards in this half.
In this half.
No, I'm sorry, 70 in this quarter, 152 in the first half.
Okay, I got you. That's too many numbers.
Yes, exactly.
Handoff Lacy, who is back on the field. That spin move gets him out of the tackle. That shoulder move gives him an additional 7 yards. What a run.
Well, I'll tell you, I'd love to have a shot of Mark Ingram right now because I bet he's chest bumping someone because this is a championship run. He runs right through Jarvis Jones and Sean Williams. Nobody wraps him up. Take your arms, guys. You're not going to block this guy down. And watch it. Bakari Rambo almost turns it down. He almost turned down the hit on the sideline.
That's a run of 32. Lacy with 149 in the game. We mentioned in the first half the Bulldogs have been susceptible to the run most of the year, and they certainly are tonight. Oh, wow!
Beautiful. Behind Jones and Warmack. They're running right at Georgia. I mean, that makes you think of Herschel right there, those 2 runs, doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
Holy cow.
164 on 15 carries now for Lacy. Alabama has had 9 rushing plays, 9 of them in excess of 10 yards. First down 10 as they try to come from behind. And here's Lacy, stiff arm. Sean Williams with the tackle. Mark Ingram.
Well, remember when I was wrong and I said they had 152 in the third quarter? Well, I'm coming pretty close to not being wrong, because now they're at 131 in the third quarter and counting.
First down 10. That was a 14-yard gain. Alabama trails by 3. Lacy bounces it outside. Vogler trying to help and couldn't, and Jarvis Jones makes the tackle. Loss of 2.
We haven't called Jarvis Jones' name because they can't stop the run. This time, he pins Vogler and makes the play. Good rush defense that time by the All-American.
Look at that, 281 yards on the ground. T.J. Yeldon spells Eddie Lacy. Yeldon, Williams with a block. Here's Yeldon, first and goal.
I've been saying this for 5 years. The elite teams have to run this type of offense. There's too many great offensive linemen and running backs that can pound the ball, protect your quarterback, wear down that defense. There's more ways to wear down a defense than just by going up-tempo. You can beat them in submission.
Kelly Johnson and T.J. Yeldon in the eye. That's Vogler coming to the near side with Michael Williams on the line. Yeldon. Push. Short.
That's about as fun a third quarter as I've seen in a long time.
Just short. Now they get the 99.5-yard walk to the other end. These two teams are going south. Alabama is less than a yard from the lead. That's the end of 3. Right now it's 21-18. We'll return to the Georgia Dome after this word from your local station. We welcome you back to the beginning of the fourth quarter in the Georgia Dome. Alabama with a second down and goal, trailing by 3. McCarron and Murray, you see their stats. Alabama with 295 yards on the ground, and Ogletree with a play that is the difference right now. And how about this? Jesse Williams with a knee brace, back in as a lead blocker for Eddie Lacy.
Remember, it was Yeldon that cut it. No, it was Lacy that cut it back last time in this play. Let's see if he stays with him. He does.
Dives. Touchdown. Alabama back on top.
Alabama has run 21 plays in the third quarter. 17 runs and 4 passes. They're approaching 300 yards in rushing.
They're only 4 shy. Now Shelley on for the extra point. McCarron will hold. Carson Tinker is the snapper. It's perfect. The hold good. The kick up and through. Alabama on top. Winner gets Notre Dame in the championship game. Cade Foster will kick off. Malcolm Mitchell is the deep back. 3 seconds into the fourth quarter. Nick Saban told Tracy at the beginning of the third, whoever runs the ball best will win.
He was right.
I know it.
Vern, it's the word I don't like to use. Momentum, right?
I know you
After Ogletree hits that field goal for the touchdown, it has been all Alabama. Nick calls it the process.
Right.
Forget the scoreboard. Do your job. Alabama's players is bought in. Now it's Georgia's turn. Some people would say it's all going against you. You don't have anything to do but to line up and play football.
Aaron Murray, the quarterback, gets the snap. Left side. Oh, what a catch. Or is it, did it hit the ground?
Oh, no. They called it a catch.
Yes, Mitchell.
It's a great throw again by Murray. The second of this half that he made. Tavares King on the back shoulder throw, and right in between the safeties that time. Clinton Dix did not get there in time.
They'll run it. Todd Gurley on first down. Trade to Priest, number 33, with the tackle. Gurley close to 100 yards for the Bulldogs now. 18 carries for 97 yards, and Williams back in at nose tackle. Murray goes deep down the middle. Tavares King at the 11.
From this bunch formation, Mike Bobo has been calling the corner route. This time, he went to the post. Let's see if there was a bite on the... Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Nick Perry was thinking it was going to be the corner, and a young football player got fooled by a veteran quarterback. You know Aaron Murray's eyes led him to the corner, and they bit.
45-yard gain. Here's the run on first down. It's Gurley again.
Just love watching these players. These young, great athletes answer all the pressure in a big-time football game. Aaron Murray, he's had the disappointments. He's had some great stats, but he needs this one big win to cement his career.
High snap, the give to Gurley. Look at him break tackles, look at him score! Georgia touchdown!
Coaches like to say the scoreboard lies. Don't look at it, do your job. And that time the Georgia offensive line answered. They pass protected on the long pass, and they rooted out that Alabama defense for a touchdown. What a football game we're having here.
Marshall Morgan on for the extra point. The hold, the kick is up and through. What a counterpunch by Georgia.
Yeah, here's the great combo block. Over here, it's the freshman to the right side, Theus and Burnett. Watch them work together. Knock him out, get to the second level. Oh, he grabbed him. He grabbed Mosley with his right hand and got away with it. Happens.
Stuff does.
Yep.
What a game. We are back in Atlanta, the SEC Conference Championship game.
You know, Nick said also at halftime, or maybe it was before the game.
It was before the game.
It's a 15-round fight.
Yes, exactly.
Is that not as accurate as can be?
Yeah. Yeah, that was when Tracy caught both Coach Rick and Coach Saban live. Here's Cyrus Jones.
No, there's a block in the back. No, he got away with it.
Well, they're indicating that the ball might be out.
Yep.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, it's out. It is out.
Now they'll unravel the scrum, and Alabama holds on to it.
I think it was Herrera, number 52, that punched that ball loose.
Yes.
We got everything. I thought it was a block in the back by Alabama. We had a fumble on the play.
Alabama has rushed for 306 yards. .306. We've still got 12:10 to go. Quick, Amari Cooper. Damian Swan, number 5.
Remember, Georgia just said, Mike Bobo told me he was going to go with Gurley and only spell him with Marshall. Well, that's proven out.
Yep.
As you look at Alabama, they've gone almost 50-50. Gurley has been the bell cow for them. Georgia, that's the guy.
See the bottom line,
Yep.
First time 2 teammates in excess of 100 in this game. Lacy with 177. Yeldon with 115. 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Yeldon cuts it upfield, drives again. John Jenkins.
There's just nothing. I've seen this before. You know, I mean, when you've got an offensive line, this time it's Cyrus Kwanjo pushing his guy 5, 8, 10 yards. The Georgia defense is spent. It has nothing to do with tempo in this game. Yes, tempo works great. I'm not arguing that it can't work. But in this game, it's these big hogs up front that are wearing down Georgia.
Well, you saw Garrison Smith there taking a heavy, deep breath.
Yep, they're getting body punched right now.
Both hands on his waist. Let's run it again. Oh, my goodness. Ogletree took the blow from Yeldon and did bring him down.
But it was a successful defensive play that time for Georgia.
That hurts.
Brushed off the block that time and made the play. That's good linebacker play. Even though it was a positive play on first down, that's still, you got to give it to Ogletree. He stood in there and made the play. Again, vicious football.
2nd and 6. Georgia by 3. Nearing the 10-minute mark in the 4th quarter. Yeldon, first down, Alabama.
You start to think now, is it the last team that gets the football in this game? Murray's hot. The offensive line for Georgia's pass protecting well. It doesn't look like Georgia's defense can get a stop on the running game. Can it come down the last drive of the game?
Gary, Alabama has thrown the ball 19 times. They've run it 43 times. And at first down and 10, Lacy is back on the field. Lacy over left guard. John Jenkins, the defender.
A first down stop. Last time when Ogletree got the stop, Georgia managed 4 yards. This is about 2.5. Another win by that Georgia defense. On first down, finally they get a win.
SEC championship game record. Alabama held the old mark set back in 1999. Play action, McCarron. 7's for the short one.
Yep,
Michael Williams.
Inaccurate, not a very good throw. They ran a little bit of a scrape play to the outside. The wide receiver was trying to free up Michael Williams to the outside by a little bump pass and just not an accurate throw. An accurate throw turns that upward, would be 3rd and short or a first down.
Late substitutions defensively for Georgia. It's 3rd and 5, nearing the 4-minute mark. The freshman, Yeldon, comes right. Got the first down.
Yes, he did.
Goodness.
What a play. They ran it right at Jarvis Jones again. think he ducks right inside Sean Williams, too. Great block inside by Kelly Johnson and runs right through Sean Williams. What a job by Kelly Johnson, a former walk-on. Well, all those great recruits, and a walk-on comes up with a big block.
First down 10, 3.5 remaining. Play action, McCarron. Deep left side, got a man open. Got the touchdown, Amari Cooper. McCarron will hold. Carson Tinker will center. Jeremy Shelley, perfect for the year. He's not missed an extra point.
Well, Vern, in Barrett Jones' 52nd consecutive start, he's got a big nose tackle on him. He's got the key block in play action, and he stands up and makes the block on Kwame to give AJ an opportunity to hit Amari Cooper. Cooper with the great top end speed, matched up. AJ knew he had him if he had time. Make the fake, throw the ball. He's beat at the line of scrimmage. Actually, Amari Cooper almost stopped on the play.
And the margin is 4. Remember they went for the 2-point try?
I do.
Oh, yeah.
The risk reward. Remember also, if they had not made it, it would be a 2-point lead. So the risk reward. Nick believed in the play. He went for it. So it's a 4-point game instead of a 3-point game. Had he missed it, it'd be a 2-point game.
Georgia has 2 timeouts left. Remember, they used one of them earlier, and they've got the ball 75 yards away. They've got to get the touchdown to reclaim the lead. Murray is 13 of 24 for 189. They've got 2 receivers bunched to the right. Got him at the 16. Adrian Hubbard, 6th sack of the year.
Well, when you talk to the Alabama defensive coaches and you point out you don't have any Upshaw, who would be the guy? And they said if Adrian Hubbard ever figures it out, he could be the guy.
Kirby Smart, defensive coordinator. Loss of 8, 2nd and 18. 2:45 to go. Four-man rush. Murray across the middle.
Great play by Dix that time, Clinton Dix. He didn't play it safe. He didn't wrap up the receiver. He went with his inside hand and knocked it down. A great play.
3rd down, 8. 18. Murray off his back foot, goes deep. That's going to be incomplete. 4th down.
I don't see any option but to punt the ball. I don't think they've got another option.
And they can stop the clock twice, Georgia can, with timeouts. 2:25 to go.
It's deep. Kirby Smart's going crazy. He's calling defense safe, and half the Alabama defense is on the sideline. Defense safe means that your regular defense stays on except for the punt return.
And that return man is Christian Jones. Remember, he misjudged the last effort.
And they're signaling to Christian Jones, fair catch it. Don't take any chances, as he does.
And he does. At the 35-yard line. A 48-yard punt, nothing on the return.
Well, it's going to take One first down for Alabama to get back and play and defend their BCS championship.
.217 remaining.
How about this? TJ Yeldon instead of Eddie Lacy. Think they got faith in that guy?
It's Yeldon. Boy, watch him protect the ball. Gary mentioned a while ago he's had 2 fumbles this year. One of them not his fault. The other was. Time called by Georgia. We'll step aside. Well, Barrett Jones over the ball. Jesse Williams is in the backfield, and Yeldon will follow Jesse Williams. 2:06 to go.
Well, 2 big stops there by Georgia. They're hanging in. One more stop, and they're going to get the ball back.
And here comes McCarron. If they run it, and they did last time they had 3rd and 5, it'll be their 51st run of the game.
And remember, last time when they ran it on 3rd down, they went to the right. Let's see if they go back to the right this time. First 2 have been to the left.
That's Vogler. Sets up to the left.
All 3 left.
Yeldon, no.
He stayed in bounds, though, very smartly.
Yep.
Georgia will get the ball back with approximately between 1:18 and 1:12 left in the football game. Nice job. Very smart running. The Georgia defense did it, though. They got the ball back. 1 first down, game's over. So Aaron Murray's going to get 1 more shot. Beautiful punt.
Fair catch.
They're going to have to go 85 yards.
Yep, with no timeouts. A 42-yard punt, nothing on the return. Where do you try to attack?
I'll tell you what you got to do. A.J. McCarron did it to LSU. If you're going to complete passes, you have to take advantage of the college rule. You have to throw past the first down marker, get the ball to the 50-yard line, take your chances.
Trailing by 4, 68 seconds remaining. Goes right, got it. That's complete to Arthur Lynch, his tight end.
That was a big run by Arthur Lynch right there. If he's tackled, that ball was thrown short of the first down. It's going to cost him 10, 12 seconds.
Second and 1. Right side again. Through the hands and incomplete. Arthur Lynch, the intended receiver. D. Milner defending.
Alabama basically sitting in a zone. Milner almost got the bounce. He really was on the outside receiver.
3rd and 1. Less than a minute remaining. They'll run it. He'll try to get out of bounds. Does with the first down. Gurley. Nice run. Clock stopped. 51 seconds to go. Georgia loads up with 3 to the near side, 1 to the top.
Alabama in a total prevent.
Yep.
3-man rush. They're giving the short throw.
Murray looks across the middle, fires it deep. Deflected. Is it picked off? D. Milner.
I don't know. It's very close. Vinny Sunseri made the play, though. Number 3. Vinny Sunseri is the guy that makes the play. Does Milner catch it or not? Watch Sunseri break to the ball, left side of the screen. He causes the hit, and Milner with the interception. It's very close. I don't know if that ball touched the ground.
It was an interception. The previous plays under further review.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's very close.
Here comes, nope, not yet.
Ground is an incomplete pass. It'll be Georgia's ball. Second down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 45 seconds.
2 more seconds were added onto the clock as well.
Got it right?
I think they did.
Yep. Second down and 10.
Remember, right now, Georgia has to be thinking, can I get it to the 50-yard line? Can I get a Hail Mary for a chance to steal a win? Alabama needs to keep it in the middle of the field.
Chris Conley, the inside receiver here. Tavares King, bottom of the screen. 3-man rush. Murray up, fires it right, caught. And Arthur Lynch, the tight end, gets out of bounds. Stops the clock. That one took 7 seconds. Murray deep. King.
Big throw right there.
At the 35-yard line.
Georgia's still alive now. That was a big-time throw right there.
King is hurt.
And King knew he was going to get hurt. He took that catch, stayed with it. He knew he was going to get pasted on the play with C.J. Mosley.
30 seconds to go. Georgia ball at the 34. Malcolm Mitchell, number 26, bottom of the screen. Murray, go, he's got a man! Arthur Lynch!
15 seconds, they're going to get 2 throws to the end zone. They can clock this ball right now, meaning ground it, or they can run a hurry-up play. The clock has started.
12 seconds to go. Murray got it, but the clock is running.
That's the one thing he didn't want to do.
Game over. Alabama faces Notre Dame for the national championship in Miami. Gary, take us through the last play.
I think this last pass was deflected. But either way, it was not in the end zone. The ball had to go to the end zone. It was deflected.
C.J. Mosley got a hand on it.
And once it was caught, the game was over. I thought they should have clocked the ball right away. As soon as the umpire moved, go down, ground that football, and you get 2 throws to win the game.
Let's go down to Tracy Wolfson, who is with Nick Saban.
Well, thanks so much for getting a smile out of Nick. And Coach, you said this would be a heavyweight fight, and it lived up to it. What was the difference, though, tonight?
Well, you know, we did a great job of running the ball in the second half, and the reason we did it is we couldn't handle their pass rush. We couldn't handle their pass rushers on the edge. Offensive line did a great job. I mean, I'm ready to have a heart attack here about that last drive. But, you know, this is a great win for our team. I'm not saying we played our best game today. You know, Georgia's got a great team. It's great for our fans. You know, we really appreciate the support. it, and we created a great opportunity for ourselves, and I'm really proud of what these guys have been able to accomplish.
And how about the chance now, back-to-back national championships, a chance to win your second straight title?
Well, you know, that's all good, all great, but I'm going to enjoy this game for a minute here, and I'm just really proud of our team. Winning the SEC championship, you know, is really a significant accomplishment, so you know, I'm really proud of our players, proud of our fans, proud of everybody in our administration. This is a great win for Alabama.
Vern?
Well, Eddie Lacy rushed for 181 yards. His freshman colleague Yeldon rushed for 152. As a team, Alabama, 349 rushing yards on 51 carries. So for Gary Danielson and Tracy Wolfson, Vern Lundquist saying so long from Atlanta. The final score 32-28, but it was heart-stopping almost, that last drive. Go ahead, take a deep breath.